Hey everybody, it's Neptorka here. How you doing? It's been a while since we've been able to, be on for a banner. I guess it's been what 2 weeks or so. Um, I've been sick for the past week, so if I don't sound very good, my apologies. I'm still kind of really weird. My head's not feeling the greatest. So if if I sound strange or make funny comments or weird comments, I apologize. But we have a legendary hero today, so let's go ahead and get in it and see what we got. I already got partially spoiled by the thumbnail, so let's see what it is. All right. Oh, they went with female Alear.
I promised my mother I would protect everything under the sky. I intend to do
Oh,
just that.
green dragon.
Yes,
Interesting.
indeed.
Okay. Well, we'll let it go all the way through, and then we'll take a look at the end. Attack speed pledge. Okay. Artwork looks
Our
great.
paths connect us. Leave here at once.
I like how she's got like a fighting stance. That's pretty cool. And then for green, let's go ahead and just look at this at the beginning, and then we can take care of other stuff along the way. Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to pull on this. I'm gonna have to pull on this. The reason is, green. I've wanted. I think Legendary Ninian's pretty amazing, and I've wanted her, and I think Legendary Robin would be amazing. And I want him. And then since Alear's also in the green pool, like that's just the trifecta. Like three amazing units to pull for. None of them I have. So I think that would be amazing to grab that. In terms of the other pools, let's see. Colorless is Rhea, base Rhea, Ashera, and Ascended Tana. Honestly, Ashera kind of brings down that pool. So, otherwise, Rhea doesn't have as much great fodder to come from. So really, Ascended Tana is, I think, pulling a lot of weight on that banner. Ascended Rhea is a great, tank by herself, so that's pretty good. Um, Moving into blue, blue is probably at first glance is easily the weakest. Anakos is somewhat decent, but there's a lot better options, including, you can even switch Brave Corn to a. I think Anakos is a near save, but even either save, Brave Corn I think will turn out a lot better than Anakos. And then we have Legendary Fa or FeH, however you pronounce it, and then Note, which is way outdated by now. So that pool isn't the greatest. And then red, we have Cyrene, Lucia, and Embla. Embla is great to have a copy of. I have one, and I didn't really like her art or anything, but she's just so useful to have. I have her on both sides of my defense, and it really works out great. I believe that Cyrene, she's okay. Um, I think there are better sword flyers out there, but she's not bad at all. And then, of course, Lucia is, one of the top two god swords out there, top three. I think it's her, Summer Fjorm, maybe, and then Fallen Byleth. I'm not quite sure who the third one would be, but um, three ridiculous god swords out there. Um, and Lucia's definitely one of them. So with that, easily green is the best one, blue is the worst one, and then it's kind of a wash between probably the next best unit. Next, actually, no, I'd say red is the next best one, and then colorless. So green, red, colorless, blue, definitely in that order, but green is so far ahead, you should be pinning for green the entire way. So with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and jump now back into the what the skills are. See what we get out of this, and see if you know, even without knowing her skills, I would still tell you that green is the best one. So that's the only reason I can do that. Colorless dragon, green dragon infantry. So let's go ahead and look at Dragon's Fist. Accelerate special trigger, unit attacks twice, even if phone, so she's a brave. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants Spectrum 5 to unit, inflicts Spectrum -X on foe during combat. X equals the number of allies from distinct titles within 3 spaces of unit times 3, plus 4, max 10. So you need at least, you need just units from 2 different titles, essentially, right? Yeah, 2 times 6. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 4, yeah. So that's actually a really easy condition to meet. And then it reduces the damage of specials and from foes first attack during combat by 40%. Okay. And then if foes range equal to, calculates damage. Okay. Great weapon. Overall, great weapon. Stats to her. Stats negative to the foe. Damage reduction. It's pretty simple. And the damage reduction is just foe during combat and from okay. There's a bizarre they're missing a... Okay, never mind. And reduces damage from area of effect specials and from foes first attack during combat by 40%. Sorry. I got caught right here, and I'm like, they're missing some grammatical stuff here, and I forgot it was this right here. Okay. So, honestly, the weapon's really good. Let's see how Dragon Blast. Now, I said this, I'll say it every single time I do a legendary video. The most important thing is their preferred skill that they get. In this case, it's going to be Dragon's Blast. And the reason is because that skill nowadays gets put on every single one of their alts. So if there's an Alear alt, Dragon Blast is going to be on it. So, Dragon Blast boosts special damage by 50% of unit's speed. Jeez. If unit is on a team with their support partner, when unit or unit support partner's special triggers... Okay, if unit is on a team with their support partner, when unit or unit support partner special triggers, neutralizes reduced damage by X. If unit is within 3 spaces, neutralizes reduced damage by X% effects from foes' non-special skills. If unit is within 3 spaces of their support partner and unit or foe's special is ready or triggered before or during this combat, reduces damage from... That's so amazing. That's so amazing. Now, this means that if you do something in... I believe this is kind of weird because it makes the unit on defenses pretty worthless because support partners generally, at least to my knowledge, don't work during defenses. But otherwise, this is amazing anytime you're doing something offensively. So this is awesome. And this is going to be really busted. That means that she gets, like, she can put damage piercing on anything. Like, any of those 2-turn cooldowns, any of those units that loop their 2-turn cooldowns, like, all the time, like, Ascended, not Ascended, yeah, Ascended Fur, or there's a couple of others that can just loop their specials constantly. You just put Alear with them, and then they wreck shop. Like three, and they have to be within 3 space. Oh my goodness. Woo. Try putting this. Listen, try putting this on a support partner that has something like Special Spiral and can't attack first every single time. An example would be Kranya. You know, Special Spiral 4 always attacks. Wow. And then she has attack speed finish, null C disrupt, which is awesome. And then there's attack speed pledge. Let's see with this. At start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed +6 and special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat to unit for 1 turn. If unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed +3 to unit during combat. I believe we've already gotten a pledge ability, but this, this just makes it even more amazing. So, wow. Wow. Oh, goodness. This makes her... She has 7 HP healing. A lot of damage reduction on her first attack. She reduces damage from foes' next attack by 40%. Another 30%. And then I think also in her weapon. So it's like the base Alear. The first attack's going to do like no damage. And then she's going to be able to retaliate with Dragon Blast. Oh man. And she's going to be a really good tank. And she's going to be able to do everything. So this is an awesome unit. I love how she's like fist fighting. She doesn't transform into a dragon, she just fist fights. One thing I will say about Engage, as bad as the character designs were for a lot of Engage's,
leave here at once.
As bad as a lot of the character designs were for Engage's the main game, as they're being ported into Fire Emblem Heroes, a lot of those character designs are being fixed either through
yes, indeed.
They're being fixed either through alts. In the case of Ivy, a lot of my issues with Ivy's designs were fixed with her summer alt that she got. And then sometimes a lot of their fixes, come through just, through their changes in their regular character design in whoever, creates the character for in-game. And I think it looks awesome. Some of the character designs I think were already awesome from the start, like our last Engage banner with Lapis and Citrine and I think all of them. I think those from Engage looked just fine. It's the other ones, mostly from Solm and from what's it called? Illusia. Those two realms were just really strange with character designs. They just went off the deep end with them. So otherwise this is pretty good. I think it's really cool that she's a green dragon. So I'm excited for this. Coming into this day, I was like, there's very little things that I would probably want to have for a legendary hero, but this kind of does it for me. And the fact that all of the units on green are what I would want, and I have FeH Pass right now. This is the kind of banner I would spend for. Even though I've been struggling for orbs lately, I think I've gotten enough back to where I
Leave
can
here
go
at
for
once.
this. I went for only one. I went for Corrin, Soren, hit Corrin, Soren, and I did go for I can't even think of it. Corrin, Soren, and I went for Brave Robin, and it took me, a full, 40 pulls to get all three of those. So since that is the case, I have enough for this upcoming legendary banner, which releases, I believe, not tomorrow but the next day. So this is pretty exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. Definitely great artwork. I'm glad they chose female Alear. I think she looks so much better than male Alear. So this is pretty exciting. Thank you for putting up with my nasaliness and my head not being all there. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. And, well, see you guys next time. Neptorka out. See ya.